two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway here on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Wagner. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now an inside give to McCoy. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Anthony. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Davidson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Looking to throw. Haynes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards there and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Haynes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. A solid stiff arm. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now McCoy. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense. So the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Up the middle they go. Anthony. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it makes things a little more interesting now on 4th and goal. Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I'd first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great call, doesn't it?
Yeah, instead brings up a tough 4th down. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Looking to throw on second down. Haynes. And this is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The road ahead a little bit more difficult now after that pick 6. So dealing with this deficit here, we'll see if he can try to make amends on this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing after the interception. Haynes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Off play action. Haynes. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 3rd down, Haynes. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, Anthony. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. He'll They'll turn and give this to McCoy running right. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going right. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll go with McCoy. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Haynes. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again. Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
And now out comes Minnesota.
They'll have good field position at midfield following the turnover as they start with a first down here.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Haynes gets this to Campbell out on the right side. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and 2, Haynes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Touchdown! A great effort there. 37 yards.
And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that went to the right side and incomplete. 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McCoy. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and a couple. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Davidson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start with a couple of franchises that have had their share of great quarterbacks and playoff battles. Green Bay at San Francisco. And it's the Packers who are out in front in the second quarter. The Packers looking to get their season off on the right foot. They've got the lead on the road. From there, we take the long plane ride back to Florida to check on the Dolphins at home in Miami. And as you see, they were winners earlier this afternoon. 33-21 was the final. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. The Seahawks trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2 yards to go, second down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake. Haynes. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 5.
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's McCoy. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davidson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
3rd down and 1.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy.
And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. This one deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
And the football going back to the Vikings offense.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. To throw on 2nd down, Haynes. pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now third down and very long. Looking to throw. Haynes. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. Oh, able to avoid him. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Cardinal offense takes back over.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground. Anthony, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, Anthony. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Campbell making the catch. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Haynes.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
On 1st down, Haynes. He's going to let this one go deep.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Haynes over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 6.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Haynes. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Back to throw. Haynes. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The throw over the middle taken in. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On first down, Anthony. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for... And how about this, a fake? And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Anthony. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And the Cardinals are going to have a first down. And that's a big one, as they should be able to run it out from here. And they'll indeed take a knee. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Anthony down right around the 25. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Arizona, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.